take a seat. And as always, if you have tight hip flexors, or a tight low back, or if you need support, you can always sit very close to a wall, sit up against a wall, close to a wall, or have a chair kind of next to you for support as well. Or if like you have, tight hip flexors, tight lower back, then you can be sitting on something as well. A pillow, a couple of pillows, whatever works for you. But let's go ahead and take a seat, sit this up nice and tall, center ourselves, and fix your clothes, whatever's going on. And lengthening up through that spine, crown of the head lifting up towards the ceiling, maybe rocking it a little bit from side to side or front to back to kind of begin to help ground you and to begin to quiet the mind, bring some regulation to that nervous system. Again, that rocking front and back or side to side, very primal. It slows things down. And sit that up even taller now. And let's go ahead, think about that tailbone pointed down, crown of the head lifting up, and begin by dropping our chin down towards the chest. So go ahead and drop that down. Relax those shoulders away from those ears. Oh, I forgot about the dog. Go ahead and stay there. Keep quieting and relaxing. That was one thing I forgot. Okay, Jake. So good. He was sleeping outside and he looked so peaceful. I didn't want to bother him. It's like, maybe he'll sleep sometime. But then he must have woken up and been like, where's everybody at? All right. So we are still sitting here. Let's go ahead and we've dropped our chin down towards our chest. And let's lift that head center and then take our eyes and lift towards the ceiling. Good. And drop that chin down to chest. And lift the eyes to sky. And chin to chest, and eyes to sky. And bring that head to neutral. Let's look over to the right, and then look to the left, and to the right, and to the left, and one more time each side, to the right, and to the left. Good. Bring that head back to neutral. Drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. Let's go ahead and take our right hand and place it right above that left ear. Just gentle pressure to stretch out that neck. And then bring that head back to center. And then drop the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. Left hand right above that right ear. Just gentle pressure. And then release that, bring that head back to center. Let's roll our shoulders back. And then go ahead and roll that forward. And roll those shoulders back. And roll that forward. Good. And go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. And take that ear to shoulder. Chin to chest. And other ear to shoulder. And let's do these neck half circles right here, taking this from side to side. And chin to chest. Lift that head up to center, sitting this up tall. Let's inhale and sweep those arms up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop our right hand down and reach over. So we're lengthening, reaching over to the right, reaching with our left arm to that right side. And then let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up and take it to the other side and reach this over, reaching over. That right arm to the left. And sweep this up. Let's do that one more time each side. Go ahead and reach over. And inhale, lift. And reach. And inhale and lift. Let's drop that left hand to that right thigh. Right hand, go ahead and follows that spine and let's twist it. So our first little spinal twist over here, twisting to the right and breathe. And bring this back to center. Let's sweep this up again and then drop it to the other side. Taking that down and twisting to the left. And breathe. And then bring this back to center. And let's inhale and sweep those arms up. And exhale and press this down. Use some breaths here. So let's inhale and sweep this up again. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top and press our palms towards the ceiling. And lengthen right here. So lengthening through that torso. Inhale it deeply. And let's exhale, sigh it out. Again, inhale deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. And one more time, inhale deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. Bring our arms out, and down. Good, roll the shoulders back and roll that forward. Very nice. Actually, let's go ahead and inhale and sweep this up. Let's take that left hand to that right thigh again. Right hand follows our spine down, and let's do a deeper twist over here. So deeper twist to the right. Breathe. And then bring this to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And then same thing, other side. Twist it deeper to the left. Good, and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And as we exhale, let's either clasp our hands behind us, or if you would like to use your strap, you can do that as well. You can wrap your hands and use your strap behind you. So we're just opening up that chest. Those arms behind us. Go ahead and drop that chin down towards the chest. Let that head up to center. Look to the left. And look to the right. back to neutral. Drop that chin back the chest. And then release that, shake that out. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And as we exhale, let's clasp those hands behind us, or you're using your strap or a towel. Just holding that open behind you. Drop that chin to chest. Lift that head to center. Look to left, to the right. Back to neutral, center. Good, and then release that. Very nice. Okay, if you're sitting on something, you can go ahead and move that. And let's lean this back. Take our feet wide, kind of as wide as our hips, or you can go wider, just depends on how that feels. And let's go ahead and drop our knees from side to side. Do some windshield wipers with those legs. And you can pick those feet up, or you can have those feet planted. Good, and then let's go ahead and keep our right foot forward. Got that nice zigzag here. Sit this up, lean over to the left first. So let's twist to the left. And then a big twist to the right. Oh, such a good stretch. Big twist to the right, looking over that shoulder, lifting up that inner thigh, that hip, that glute. Very nice twist here and breathe. You can feel this all the way through those hips, down into the sacrum, down into that tailbone, and then all the way up to the neck. And then go ahead and bring this back to center, and we're going to twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good. Let's lean this back. That feels good right there. Woo. And then take this from side to side. Again. Good, and then let's go ahead and have our left foot forward. Sit this up tall and twist it over to the right. And then big twist to the left. So big twist over to the left, looking over that shoulder. And breathing this and feeling this all the way down in that tailbone. All the way up to the crown of the head. You might yawn a few times. Good, and then bring this back to center, and let's go quick for 4. This for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center, and last 1 and back to center. Good. Lean this back. Windshield wipers again. This from side to side. Very nice. Good. Let's go ahead and take our legs nice and long. And we'll flex through our feet. Let's find our staff pose, our seated staff pose right here. So flexing through those feet, bringing our arms up, a nice staff pose or that uppercase L. And let's breathe this here. Inhale deeply. Then exhale, sigh it out. Or blow it out. Exhale it out. Inhale deeply here. And exhale. And again, inhale deeply here. And exhale. Good. Release our arms down. Let's bend our knees, lean this back, and go into a nice boat pose. So take our shoulders, roll them down and back, lengthen through our arms. And let's hold this boat pose here for 3 breaths. Inhale here. And then exhale. And again, inhale deeply. And exhale. And inhale here. And exhale. Good. We're going to go into a reverse table and then a reverse plank. So let's take our arms behind us, just like we did when we were going side to side with our windshield wipers. So our hands are behind us, and we're going to lock our feet in, and we're going to bring ourselves up into a reverse table. If this hurts your wrists, feel free to be here on your elbows. That will work too. So we're going to go ahead and press through our feet, press through our hands or our elbows, and lift our pelvis towards the sky. And I love this one because you can feel just that immediate stretch right there in the biceps. So in the front of the arms, right there in the shoulders. Of course, this is core work or exercise. You're having to use the abdominals and use those glutes. So we've got this nice tabletop here. And that neck is neutral. We're not letting that neck hang back here. That neck is looking either up towards the ceiling or forward. And you can take a break whenever you need to here. If you need to drop those hips and take a break. This is really, really good strengthening. We're activating everything, getting everything warmed and ready. And then we're going to go into our bridge. So let's hold this here. Very nice reverse table. Good. And then dropping this down. Let's go ahead and go into a reverse plank. So same thing, our legs are going to be long. And again, if wrists aren't working here, or if it burned out your wrist just doing the tabletop, feel free to go down onto the elbows. Now this one's a little bit harder, so you might not be able to hold it as long, and that's okay. Go ahead and lift that pelvis up. So we've got this nice Eastern plank or reverse plank. And breathe. Strong here. And again, that neck is neutral. And let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down. Simple cross legs, sit this up tall, and go ahead and hinge that forward off. Feels good right there in the hip flexors. And it's a good opposing stretch. Let's do reverse table and reverse plank one more time. And then we're going to go down onto our backs or bridge. So let's take ourselves back into that reverse table. So we're either on elbows or up on those hands. Feet are pretty close to our glutes. Let's go ahead and lift our pelvis up. Nice reverse tabletop. And breathing this here. So very strong. Maybe gripping those toes into the floor. Let's do 3 breaths here. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. Inhale it again. And exhale it out. And one more time. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. Nice. Dropping that pelvis down. Simple cross leg. Let's hinge this forward. And if you want, as we're kind of hinging, you can bring your arms up. Go ahead and pull back on those fingers. And then upside down. Same thing, other side. Pull back on those fingers. And then upside down. All right, shake that out. Let's go reverse plank one more time. Take our legs long, either on elbows or on those hands, and let's lift that pelvis up. 3 breaths here in this strong reverse plank. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And again, inhale deeply and exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Drop that pelvis. Simple cross leg. Hinge this forward. Very good. And now we're going to take it on our backs into a bridge. All right, let's take ourselves all the way onto our backs. Grab a block. Got that block between our knees, and then let's go ahead and take ourselves all the way down onto our backs, onto the floor. And let's line our ankles up with our knees with our hips. Hands are right by our sides. Let's press our elbows, triceps into the floor and lift that pelvis up towards the ceiling. So let's go and lift this up in a nice strong bridge right here. Good. And I love using the block because it automatically, you have to, because you're holding that block, you have to engage those inner thighs. So it's an automatic inner thigh workout. Let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down towards the floor, imprinting the spine one vertebrae at a time, and then lift this up. And then slowly lower that down and lift that up. And slowly lower that down and lift that up. Let's do 5 more of these. So slowly lowering that down, dropping that pelvis and lift that up. 4 more, dropping this down and lifting it up and dropping that down. And lifting that up. 2 more times. Go ahead and drop that down. And lifting that up. And one last time, dropping that down. And let's lift this up and hold. Good. While we're holding here in this bridge, let's go ahead, press through the balls of our feet and through our toes, and let's lift our heels up. Good. And then from here, let's press our feet into the floor, press our heels now, and lift our toes. Good, and then go ahead and flatten through those feet and slowly drop that pelvis all the way down towards the floor. And let's release that block so you can take that block out of the way. Take our right ankle to our left thigh. Go ahead and press that right inner thigh away and open up that hip. Good. Release that and then release that foot. Same thing, other side. Left ankle to that right thigh. Press that left inner thigh away. And then release that. Good. Finding our bridge here without the block this time. So that means that your feet, your feet and your legs can go closer together. Let's go ahead and lift ourselves up into a bridge. We're going to go single leg bridge here. So let's go ahead and press our left foot into the floor. Lift our right leg, take our right ankle to our left thigh. Hold this here. Inhale deeply. As we exhale, let's go ahead and drop that pelvis down, reach behind left thigh, pull that towards you. Wonderful. Keep breathing. And then let's release that foot back to the floor. We've still got that ankle on the thigh. Lift our pelvis back up into that single leg bridge. And then bring that foot down and find that bridge again. So finding this right here, very strong. Let's press our right foot into the floor. Lift our left. Take our left ankle to our right thigh. A breath here. Inhale deep. As we exhale, let's drop that pelvis down, reach behind that right thigh, pull that towards you. And go ahead, let's release this foot back down to the floor. Lift this back up, single leg bridge. And then let's go ahead and bring that foot back to the floor. So now we've got a full bridge. Let's hold 3 breaths here. Inhale deeply. And exhale it out. And again, inhale deeply. And exhale it out. One more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale it out. Drop that pelvis down towards the floor. Drop both of our knees over to one side, take ourselves onto our side, press ourselves up, and let's come up onto all fours. So we've got ourselves on all fours, and you can place your blocks where you want them for when we get ready for sun salutations. Otherwise, we've got ourselves all fours, shoulders over our wrists, hips over our knees. Let's go ahead and do some cat and cow here. Drop that belly and inhale, eyes to the sky. And round that spine, chin to chest, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good, flatten through the back. Let's do a little bit of upper back stretch, some shoulder stretch. So we're going to thread the needle. Let's go ahead and lift our right arm up, put this up to the side, and then let's go ahead and thread the needle through right here, taking our forehead or the temple down onto the floor with both palms on the floor. And let's breathe here. Inhale deep. And exhale it out. And one more time, inhale deep, really expand through that back rib cage. And exhale it out. Good. Press ourselves back up. All fours, cat and cow, drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Flatten through the back. Let's take it to the other side. Lift our left arm up. Thread the needle through right here, temple on the floor, both palms on the floor. And breathe. Inhale deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale deeply. And exhale out. And press ourselves back up. Very nice. Let's continue to strengthen our back. So let's lift our right leg up, lengthen up through this right leg, and lengthen through our left arm. So we've got this bird dog right here. Good for balance, good for strengthening that core. We're going to take elbow to knee 6 times if that's available to you. If you cannot, if you need more balance, then feel free to bring that knee in instead of the knee to elbow. So we're going to go 6 times. Bring this in for 6 and reach. Here's 5 and reach. Here's 4 and reach. Here's 3 and reach. Here's 2 and reach. And last one and reach. Good. Go ahead and release and release. Child's pose here. So let's go ahead and take our glutes back towards our heels. Oh, good stretch. Back towards those heels. Let's lengthen through those arms, reaching our fingers towards the front edge of the mat. Very good. And then bring ourselves back up onto all fours. This time, let's take our left leg up. So lift that left leg up, right arm out, if it's available to you. And elbow goes to knee 6 times or knee in 6 times. So let's bring this in for 6 and reach. Here's 5 and reach. 4 and reach. 3 and reach. 2 and reach. And last one and reach. Good. Release the arm. Release the leg. Take this back, child's pose. Lengthen through those arms. Let's look forward at our fingers. Walk both of our hands over to the right. Let's take that left hand right on top of that right hand and sit that left glute towards the left heel. Oh, yeah. Stretching through this leg. And then walk it over to the other side. take that right hand on top of that left hand, and then right glute's going to go to that right heel. And then bring this back to center. Good, bring ourselves up. Let's go into gate pose and modified half moon. So let's take ourselves to the front. Take our left leg off to the side. So we'll go into our gate pose. So gate is simply lifting and lengthening. So we've got this nice gate pose right here, very strong. And back here. So that foot can be to the side like you would if you were going to go into a warrior, or it can be off to the side. So it's wherever it feels most supportive for you and neutral. So we're lengthening up, nice gate pose. Let's take our right hand, place our right hand on the floor. Lengthen up, opening through that left arm and lifting up that leg. So we've got our wonderful balance and strengthening right here, and breathe. We're going to drop that leg down and let's reach this over. And then release that. Let's take it to the other side. So finding gate on the other side. And let's lengthen here. Finding that gate pose. That very nice and simple pose, very strong. And then let's go and take our left hand to the floor, lengthen and reach and breathe. Go ahead and release that leg, and let's reach this over. And then release that. Good. Let's move into our sun salutations. So put your blocks where you want them. We're going to go into our first downward facing dog. So we've got ourselves on all fours. Curl our toes under. Let's keep our knees bent and lift our tails to the ceiling. So keep knees super bent so that you can lengthen through the spine. Think about that tailbone lifting up towards the sky. Crown of the head pointed down towards the mat, down towards the floor. Think about a really long spine, and then your shoulders or your head is in between those shoulders. Almost hyperextending those shoulders, but not quite. And then begin to pedal our feet. So let's pedal our heels down towards the floor to stretch through our calves, stretch through the backs of the legs. And then go ahead and drop our heels down towards the floor, finding our stillness here in our downward facing dog. Lift up on our toes, take our heels high, drop both of our heels over to one side. And then lift that up and drop heels over to the other side. And lift that up. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. Grab those blocks. Let's find a ragdoll here first. So that means let those arms just dangle here. So forward fold, arms dangling. With those very heavy arms, let's go ahead and grab opposite elbow with the opposite hand, make a frame for the head. And breathe. And then releasing our arms, letting them dangle. Hands right to those blocks. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine, so nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, nice flat back into that table. And then exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Our head's been low, so you can take that slow. Sweep those arms up and then take this around into a chair. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Our right foot's going to stay forward. Our left foot's going to go back into a lunge. Left hand is going to go right there on your block on the floor. Or if you have a chair, you can use a chair here as well if you need to be in a higher lunge. Let's go ahead and do a spinal twist to the right. Bring this to center. Let's take our foot back to the other foot into top of plank. So right foot goes back into that left foot. And look, we're doing regular plank. We did reverse plank already today. Let's go ahead and shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, take our hearts to the floor, lift our hearts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Enjoy this inversion, head being lower than the heart. And then let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold at the front edge of our hands. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot's going to stay forward. Right foot's going to go back into lunge. Right hand on the block or floor and spinal twist over. And bring this back to center. Take our foot back to the other foot into top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take the heart down, lift that heart up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Let's do that one more time on each side. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale and around a chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward, left foot goes back into lunge. Left hand on block or floor or chair and twisting up. And bring this to center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot into top of plank. Shift that weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. And let's inhale, lengthen through the spine, nice flat back. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and sweep. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. Right hand on floor or block. And let's go ahead and twist open into the left. And bring the center. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart's going to go down, heart's going to lift up. Curl our toes under, let them press. Downward facing dog and let's walk our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Good, hold here in chair. Bring our hands to heart. Let's go ahead and take our right foot back. Keep our left leg forward. And we're going to take it into a crescent right here. So we've got crescent, back heel is lifted. From this crescent, let's go ahead and open this up into a proud warrior. Warrior 2. Relax that face. Drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. Lengthen through that front leg, tilt the hips over to the right, and then let's go ahead and bring ourselves down into a triangle. And feel free to grab a block, use a block here for this triangle. Continuing to breathe. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up, release our arms, walk our back foot in, heel toe, like twice. And let's take our hands to prayer at low back. Go ahead and turn this so that our hips are squared in front of our thigh. And let's take ourselves into a nice pyramid. So nice flat back right here. Both of our legs are straight. From this, we move into our balance, warrior 3. So whatever that might look like for you, it might be up on the toe, it might be lifting and lowering, or it might be lifting all the way and hinging forward. Arms can be wherever they are working for you. So out to the side or out to the front. Working on that warrior 3 balance. From this balance, let's go ahead and hinge this so that we're standing up into a staff pose. So lift it up with our arms, foot is flexed. Now let's go ahead and bring that foot back down to meet the other foot. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Nice forward fold, relax. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale it around a chair. Hands to heart. Now we're going to keep our right leg forward, take our left foot back, keep our heel lifted. So we've got crescent on the other side. Go ahead and lift this up. Nice crescent here. And then from this crescent, let's go ahead and open this up to a nice proud warrior. Warrior 2, and breathe. Go ahead and drop that back arm, palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach. Good, release our front leg, tilt the hips over, and let's take this down into triangle on this other side. And breathe. And bring ourselves up, release our arms, walk our back foot in, heel toe, a couple times. Take our hands to prayer at low back, go ahead and turn this, flatten through that back. And then let's move into balance on this other side. So whatever that looks like for you. And trying to do the same sort of balance that you did on the other side, on this side, as you did on the other side. I've got a little friend right here. I hear a fly buzzing, so I'm like, do some work, spider. Get that fly. From here, let's go ahead and hinge this and bring that up. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring that foot down to meet the other foot. Inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And then exhale, dive it down and over. Nice forward fold. Oh, let those arms dangle. And breathe. We're going to do tree pose, and then we're going to take it down onto our backs. So we're going to roll this up one vertebrae at a time and roll our shoulders down and back. Good. Let's go ahead and find our tree pose. So let's press into our left foot, and first part of tree pose, you can pop that toe. Second part is opening up or working on wherever your leg goes in your tree pose. So finding that and remembering that falling out of the pose is just as much as staying in, because you're still having to work, use your core, and so on. Yeah, if you've got leggings, you might it's like roll them up. A few breaths here in the tree pose. And then go ahead, release this down. Let's inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Good. And then go ahead and roll that up. And I'm going to roll my seconds up. To the other side. Let's find our tree pose on the other side. And remembering, just like we did with everything else, you want, if your tree was here on the other side, then do it here on this side. Even if you could bring it all the way up, you want to make sure that you stay balanced. So doing the same height, same strength on both sides. And we'll find that tree pose and we'll breathe. And then let's go ahead and release that. Good. Let's inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Nice forward fold. And then round the spine up. And take our shoulders back. Let's take ourselves to the short edge of our mat. Sweep our arms up again. Dive this down and over. Take both of our feet back into a top plank. Drop to those knees. And back into a nice child's pose. This time in our child's pose, let's take our arms by our side, palms up, elbows drop open, so that you are a nice little turtle. And breathe. Sometimes when we're in relaxation, if it ever feels best for you just to stay in child's pose for final relaxation, always feel free to do that. So relax however it feels best for you. You might even take a pillow underneath your forehead. Otherwise, take our hands by our knees, press ourselves up. We're going to lay down onto our backs. You can grab your pillow, blanket, eye pillow. And we're going to take ourselves all the way down onto our backs and move into just a few moments of relaxation. A few moments of quieting everything down. So let's lay it all the way back. And let's reach out through fingers towards one end of the room, reach out through our heels towards the other end of the room. If you've got that eye pillow or blanket or regular pillow, feel free to place that over your eyes and just enjoy that heaviness. We're lengthening through the body here, that heaviness and that darkness. Inhale really deeply here. With a deep exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Let those feet fall open. You can let your arms open off to the side now. And just allow yourself a few moments of quiet. So relaxing. Go ahead and bend your knees. Kind of tuck that tailbone under so that your low back can rest against the floor. And then let's drop both of our knees over to your most comfortable side and take yourself onto your side. And then very slowly, let's begin to press ourselves up and bring ourselves up into a simple seated form. Pose. Feel strong for you. Sitting up tall. And let's go ahead and inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together and let's go ahead and drop those hands. Eyes follow our fingers, take our chin to chest. With that head center, taking fingers to the forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Taking our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhale very deeply. And exhale it. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale really deep. And big cleansing exhale. And have a wonderful rest of your day.